Okay, so there's been a lot of talk lately about 4K native. I get messages. Ass buckets want to talk shit to me. Hey, looks like the Scorpio is going to be a 4K box just like the PS4 Pro. And at that point, I kind of scratched my head and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You're not making any sense whatsoever. Look at the facts. Microsoft has said right from the start, and I looked it up, Phil Spencer said at E3 last year, developers are free to use the power of Xbox Scorpio any way they chose to. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 4K game, and they're not going to dictate 4K games to developers. Why are people blasting Microsoft now, acting like they lied or acting like they were, misleading people, when people should be applauding them because they're not forcing developers to do 4K? They easily probably could. They could just say, we want 4K. If you want your game on our box, 4K. They could say that. Now, the first-party games have already been confirmed native 4K. Phil Spencer confirmed on Twitter, yes, native 4K gaming. AAA titles, native 4K. It's up to developers to choose what they want to do, though. If developers just want to do 1080p 60 maxed out with balls to the walls, graphical fidelity and all that stuff, they're free to do that. There's no point in time did anybody from Microsoft say every game would be 4K native on Xbox Scorpio. It's completely up to the developers, and that's the way it should be. Microsoft are handling things the exact way that they should be, and yet they're still getting crucified for it, and I don't understand why. I don't see any of the people saying Microsoft was misleading or lying about 4K native. I don't see anybody saying any of that about the PS4 Pro. Guess what? The PS4 Pro, Sony still says 4K game mode. They're like, we can't wait for you guys to try Horizon Zero Dawn in 4K on the PS4 Pro, even though it's checkerboarding and it's upscaling, right? Nobody's saying that's misleading, yet Microsoft, in their documents, telling developers they're free to use the power of the Scorpio however they want, whether they want to use checkerboarding, whether they want to use half rendering, whatever is free. Whether they want, it even says if they want to do full 4K, that's fine. They're giving these developers the options to do these things, and people are flipping the fuck out. Like Microsoft is the worst thing in the world. I don't understand it. Microsoft, from the beginning, at E3, when Scorpio was announced, was very clear about these things. And yet, some of you people are acting like complete idiots. Like, I don't understand this at all. It absolutely makes no sense. Phil Spencer has been pretty much a man of his word, honored what he said he was going to do. We're getting the most powerful console ever, a 4K native machine. That's the option that's presented for developers. If they want to use it. They're not forced to use it, and that's the way it should be. It's time to stop the witch hunt. Put the pitchforks down, folks. Xbox, Microsoft, they aren't the bad guys. They aren't. No matter how you guys want to spin it, no matter how NeoGaf wants to spin it, no matter how the PlayStation fanboys want to spin it, they're not the bad guys. Microsoft has been completely honest. Xbox exclusives, native 4K. Third-party games, it's up to developers. If you thought games like Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Frostbite or whatever was going to be native 4K on Xbox Scorpio, you're crazy. Absolutely crazy, because it was never going to happen, and Microsoft was honest and upfront about that. If you got a problem with what Microsoft is doing by giving developers options, that's on you, kid. That's on you. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Sound off, comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps out the channel. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.